the one I almost hired before her turned out to be a complete and total fraud. So we have this law firm administrator position open at Modern Law. It's a big position. It pays well. It's a big job. So I have been personally involved in a lot of the job description, screening, interviewing. That's not normally the case. One candidate came in and she was very, very well qualified. This is different from the person who used the racial slur. This person came in before them. But they had worked in law firms for the last 20 years, and it said that they were currently working for another family law firm across the country, and I happened to be familiar with the owners of that law firm. We interviewed her. She was great. I really thought maybe I couldn't live without her. Then my leadership team, without me, hired her. They also signed off. Then it was time for reference checks. I reached out to the law firm that she said she was currently working at and finishing up some projects on, because I'm familiar with that law firm owner and they know who I am. They've been using my training materials for their intake team for quite a while. So I reached out to her via email. She's like, listen, I'm on vacation in Aruba, but I'll call you because I know this is a big deal hire. You put somebody on your leadership team, like they have the ability to do some real damage if you get it wrong. Well, this other lawyer tells me that they parted ways. She's no longer working there. And then she asks me about another position, asked me if I've talked to a different firm that was listed on the resume, except for it wasn't on my version of her resume. So this other lawyer sent me the resume that this candidate had used for her, and there were serious differences between the resume that the candidate gave me and the resume that the candidate gave her. On one, she was an MBA. On the other, she wasn't. She was missing jobs and lying about length of employment. Just silly things. The thing is, I probably would have hired this candidate if they had simply been honest. That was it. I was ready to hire her. But if I'm going to find out from the very beginning of a relationship that you're not willing to be honest, then you're not going to get a job. One question in the last video was, did I tell the person who used the racial slur that I wasn't hiring them because of a racial slur? The answer is no. But on this particular candidate, I did tell her the reason I was not moving forward with her was because of discrepancies on her resume. If you know any great law firm administrators, please send them my way.